up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Okay, what's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here to talk about... That's so funny. Here are my notes for Bling Empire, girl. Bling Empire was so tired and through. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Cartier. Oh, why are my notes all the way back here? All right, so let's talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 3. No, this is not the right one. Oh, no, wait. Did I take notes for Atlanta? I didn't. I did not take notes for Atlanta. Okay, let's do Dubai. I didn't take notes for Atlanta. That was an old note. Sorry, y'all. This is Dubai. Now, Dubai took me 3 times to watch. First time, I didn't make it past the Kenyan woman. She's Somalian because she says, oh no, she's spoken Somalian. I think she said that's Somalian. When she was saying she was a bad bitch, she said it in 3 different languages. I like her. Chanel Ayan. She has 2 different names, but she's Kenyan, married, mother of 1, first black supermodel in Dubai. See the money, Habibi. She has a son named Taj. Nina Ali. She is Lebanese. She's a mom of 3. She's an influencer and a CEO. Caroline Brooks. She is an American, mom of 1. She's a spa enthusiast and entrepreneur. She reminds me of Kanye from Young Famous Africans. And Lesa Milan. She's a mother of 3. She's Jamaican American. She is a maternity fashion designer. Then we have Sarah, who is kind of being introduced to the group, and then Nina. Did I already say Nina? Yeah, Nina. And then Caroline Stanbury. She was from Ladies of London. That was used to come on Bravo, so she was on there. Caroline, and then Sarah. So it's Sarah, Caroline Stanbury, Caroline Brooks, Nina, and Ayan, who also goes by Chanel. All very established women. You have to be established to live in Dubai. So very established women. I love Caroline Brooks' story. She got her shit together and is able to. She was divorced. She married a man for 7 years. They got a divorce, and she left. She's like, I just want my son. That's it. Nothing else. So she had to started from the bottom, and now we here. She lives in a nice place. She got service staff, everything like that. So she's doing her thing. Ayan lets us know that she's a bad bitch in 4 languages. She lets us know she comes from a small village. Her and her husband Chris, they moved to Dubai. What did she say? 13 years ago. I think I wrote it down. I wrote it down somewhere. But anyways. So she's with her son, and they're playing, they called it Bashu. Is that how you pronounce it? She says she's a different kind of mom. She doesn't do the kid wants to go to school. If her son was like, I don't want to go to school today. She's like, okay, take him shopping, take him to the movies. She says, because when it's all said and done, he ain't going to remember what he learned in science class, but he's going to remember the memories that he created with his mother. I love it. Love it. Love it. Caroline Stanbury, she has been in Dubai for 7 years. She has 3 kids. She got a divorce, I think, 5 years after being in Dubai. She's with this guy named Sergio. He's 27. She's 45. They said she's young. She's looking younger. Yeah, because she's siphoning his youth. And then Nina, what is it? Boyfriend is coming. I don't know what this is. Lisa reminds me of Drew Snora. She reminds me of her. They come and bring ice and put the ice in the pool. That stood out to me. I thought that was kind of dope. She has a company called Mina Row. I think that's what it's called. She met her husband in 2012 at Live on Sunday in Miami 10 years ago. She has a son named Maximilian, Sebastian, and Christian. She was like, all 3 of them have different accents. She was like, say water. And literally all 3 of them had different accents. And one said water, and one said water, and the other one said what. how he said it. He had his pacifier in his mouth, but she said he has his Jamaican accent. Water. I don't know how to do a Jamaican accent and say water. Water. I don't know how to do it because Jamaican and like English kind of sound alike to me with a little spice on it, with a little Scotch bonnet. With a little Scotch bonnet. Is that what they call the peppers? That's what it sounds like to me. Jamaicans sound English to me, but just like with a, that's what it sounds like to me. It do. Did you hear it when Sonya's mom was saying Drew don't want it with me? Drew don't want it with us. What was she saying? She was getting that Drew's ass together. That's what it sounds like to me when I hear Jamaican folk. Jamaican. It sounds British, but just I don't know. I know that's y'all gonna get mad at me for saying that. But the little boy sounded cute. Water. But yeah, it sounds the same to me. But it was cute that they all three of them had a little accent with that. So they were outside, having, they're probably getting used to the cameraman being in their home and stuff like that. So they were acting silly and stuff and had like a little outside, camping outside or whatever. Caroline Brooks, I said she looks like Kanye. She said she left her husband and she wanted nothing but her child. She has two homes. One on I think near in the Palm. Was that her that lived in one of the Palms? You have to no. Oh, I think it was her because you have to be a citizen in order to live in those in the palms that are off the water, in the neighborhoods that are off the water. Um, I was just listening to some stories about Dubai and how it developed so fast. And I agree with Caroline. I think it was Caroline Brooks who said that Dubai is America in a different tax bracket, literally. And I feel like America, that was the experiment. The experiment that is America was supposed to look like the experiment that is Dubai, but the I'm sure there are similar ways that they went about it in terms of labor, but the way that America was built on, what it was built on, and the structure that it was built on, I don't think it can be undone. I think this is it. And it's just going to be it until it's not. So she said she said a one bedroom in the Burj Khalifa is $1 million a month. Caroline is a realtor, so she's opening a spa. She's from Boston. She's like, I moved to Dubai, got a divorce. I'm a single mom, and I did that. She did. She did. I was like, okay, that's what's up. She did her thing. Ion and Lesa go out to lunch, and Ion used to model for Lesa. They're supposed to be going to Hermes in a few days. She says she can't go because Danbury is having her hen party, which is a bachelorette party. And she was like, why are you going to that? And Lesa goes, well, you only get married once, but this is her second marriage. Girl, I'm not going to your bachelorette party. Like, y'all, whatever. So she's like, she feels like it's a contracted marriage. She feels like it's a collaboration relationship. This is what Ayan is saying about it. Because they're so far apart, it just seems fake, she's saying. It just seems like this is a contracted marriage, a collaboration relationship. They don't get along with each other. Ayan and Caroline Stanbury, they don't like each other. The energies don't go together. That's what Ayan said. We just don't go together. And then did you hear them say that Brooks goes wherever the wind blows? Brooks is the messy one. She seems like she likes to get the party started. And as they were talking about her, she calls and she's asking her what is she going to wear to Caroline Stanbury's bachelorette party. And then she was like, girl, did you hear? Ion sitting across the table from Lesa. And she said, and then Carolyn Brooks is on the phone. She says, did you hear that Caroline Stanbury did not invite Ion to her bachelorette party? She's like, what? She was like, get off the phone. Like, like, girl. She was like, no, for real. So she was acting like the girl wasn't sitting in front of her. And then she was like, when she was like, did you know, like, she says she's inviting important people. So Ion shares with us that Caroline Brooks called her early in the morning. She was like, only time you call early in the morning is something, it's wrong. She called early in the morning to tell her that Caroline is only inviting the most important people to her little shindig or whatever. And she wants to play. She's very tit for toot. She was like, tit for tat. It's cute. Anyway, so they're at the bachelorette party. They have champagne. Caroline gets there. They talked about alcohol being restricted, but they're on the ocean, so whatever. They said Nina and Sara are the most traditional out of them. Nina is Lebanese, and Sara is, I don't know. She's beautiful. I was like, Sara is so pretty to me. I don't know what she got going on with her mouth, if she had some work done, but it's the thick brows for me. It's the deep set dark eyes. It's the dark underneath. It's just her face is, I love it. I love Sara's face. Just her face. Like, every woman on here is actually very beautiful. They're all really nice looking women, like really nice looking women. They were talking about how you don't have to cover when you are in Dubai. It is not required. Women who cover are doing so by choice. Some of them are. Some of them want to maintain tradition. Doesn't have culture. Doesn't have anything to do with the religion. It's the culture, right? And the gatekeepers of the culture. And these Abrahamic religions are men a lot of the time, even though in Islam there is supposed to be a reverence for the woman, and mother specifically. Anyway, so she says it's not required for you to wear any covering, anything. The women who do that are doing that by choice. So it's acceptable. So they go to the frame with the kids. This is Nina and Sara. They go to the frame. They go up. I think it was Sara's son. He's scared of heights, so that she was standing like, on the glass looking down. He didn't want to look down. He was counting to 10, and then he got off the glass. I think that thing is kind of cool. I would love to go in the frame. That shit looked crazy. I was like, that is beautiful. It is beautiful. I don't know if this is true about the Burj Khalifa, but when I was doing my research on Dubai, I was hearing that they don't have a proper sanitation system happening. And then there's always trucks lined out in front of them that is extracting the waste from the building. Like, I don't know. That's what I don't know if y'all know anything about that. Let me know. But I was like, that's not worth it. I mean, I guess, but it's like, you have this big towering, it's the world's tallest building. You have this towering building, and you have trucks outside of it taking the waste out of it. What's going on? Anyway, so we have a full moon dinner. We're gonna have a full moon dinner, and it's called a C'est la vie dinner. Nina C'est la vie dinner. So at Nina's dinner, Brooke shows up first. When Ayan gets there, Caroline Stanbury. Now, Caroline Stanbury, again, remember, her and Chanel or Ayan, they don't get along. And so when Ayan shows up, she's greeting everybody, being cordial, which messed her up because she shouldn't have hugged her. Like, I'm not hugging you if I don't like you. I'm going to say hi to everybody, and I'm going to hug the people I want to hug. I'm not going to hug you. She hugged her and like gave her this weak ass hug and called her Stanbury. And she was like, it's not Stanbury. You can call me Caroline. She was like, it's Stanbury. It's no big deal. She was like, that's not my first name. That's my surname. Okay, girl. So that's letting you know she don't fuck with you because she called you by your last name. And, she was like, girl, whatever. So anyway, they sit down. They're talking about going to pole dance and stuff like that for fitness and things like that. Then they start talking about Stanbury's party and her bachelorette party. And since Chanel wasn't there, she's like, why are you guys talking about this? I'm not I wasn't there, so I don't want to hear about no party, right? And Sarah was like, well, I wasn't there either. I want to hear what about, I want to hear about everything they did. She was like, well, I don't want to hear it because I wasn't there, right? Um, she's like, I'm lost. And then she's like, I can't bear you. That's what Caroline Stanbury said to Chanel. She was like, I can't bear her. And she's like, I don't care. You don't know me. She was like, I don't want to know you. Um, how are you? And then Sarah made a great point. She said, you're kind of like talking down on a woman's special time. This is a time where she's happy, and you're like not making it enjoyable by saying that because I wasn't there. Don't talk about it around me. It's a little much. It's like, if you weren't there, you weren't there. There's another person who wasn't there who wants to hear the story. Get up, go get a drink or something. Go to the restroom if you don't want to hear the story, girl. Whatever. Brooks, you called her at 7:30 in the morning to tell her she only invited important people. She was like, that's not true. I was joking. She was like, well, I guess she hurt her feelings or whatever. Um, Brooks loves being mean. Is that what I wrote? And then they just messed up the dinner. They just started arguing and messed up the dinner. Who do I like so far? I don't know. I haven't gotten to know them yet. It's weird that I saw that tweet the other day that said the women left the U.S. to meet their men. And I'm just like, one of the girls said she met her nigga in Miami. He just so happens to be white. And then he's a finance person and they moved to Dubai. Didn't none of them leave to find their men? Maybe Caroline did, but she was divorced after 7 years and left with nothing and said, all I want is my name. And she's made a name for herself. So I don't even know where that tweet, it's the fantasy for me. Again, it's the understanding that there's the group of men who look like you they don't have what it takes. And so you think I need to leave the United States when there's a plethora of men here that just aren't black. You just need to open your eyes. You don't need to leave the country. Unless you want to, but it's that kind of, oh, I'm so glad these black women left the U.S. to find their man. And I was like, did they leave? Because one of the girls said she met her nigga in Miami and he's English. So I don't, anyways, y'all take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace. It was okay. Like I said, it took me a long to get it. It was okay. All right, peace.